All right, guys, you guys want to say hi to YouTube? Hi, YouTube. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, fantastic evening, wherever you are in the world. Know that we really appreciate you, and honestly, we hope that you guys are practicing some self-care. In case you guys don't know, and in case you guys are wondering, we do this live. We have a wheel. We get to pick what anime goes up there. I don't even know. People get to choose random anime at times. We just go into it. Everything's based off of psychological principles. There's nothing super duper scary. I'm not a fucking wizard, as much as chat wants me to go ahead and believe. But all of this just comes from psychological basis, psychological principles, being able to go and make those connections, being able to go from point A to point B without necessarily doing, all of the grunt work that comes in between. We have the infamous Brady Barney here. Brady Burns with us as well. Go follow him. Absolutely adore him. And Brownie No Frownies, another fantastic streamer. Go check them out. They're fucking great, dude. The whole community, this whole community is about love and positivity and being able to go ahead and do what needs to be done. With that being said, yes, I am shaved. Yes, I am stating this out there because I know I usually have a beard, but it's because of Halloween. I'm sure you guys will see this at the end, I guess, hopefully. Okay, for those of you guys, chat's wondering, why? What do you mean? Admin got to see a sneak peek of my Halloween costume, my mods and admin. And let's just say I did some outros, so you guys might be seeing some of those in the coming YouTube videos. But anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into it. Also, yeah, go follow Raccoon, guys. Raccoon is doing all of our emotes and stuff for our channel. They're an absolutely fantastic and adorable artist. Go follow them. Fantastic streamer. Show them some love and support for helping out our community and other communities out there. And again, guys, do something for yourself today. Do something that means you and for growth and for all of that. Anyway, let's get right into it. Hmm.
民間が手をつけた悪魔を公安が殺すのは業務妨害。普通だったら逮捕されちゃうよ。パワーちゃんはもうちょっと考えて行動しないといけないね。デンジ君も彼女を制御しないと。
え、俺も？
パワーちゃんは魔人になる前は血の悪魔だったから、血を使った戦いが得意なんだけど、すぐ興奮しちゃうし。デビルハンターには向いてなかったのかな。
I may have jumped the gun a little too early here. I may have jumped the gun a little too fucking early here. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Guys, I have to go ahead and bring this up. We were talking about the mafia having some sort of power and control, when it comes to some sort of domestic violence or some sort of shit when it comes to being able to go ahead and control the aspects of an individual. But right now I feel like, wait, what? Cloned? But right now I feel as though, this character right now is the one that can use all of this. They can use intimidation, right? Not even specifically by being stronger than another person, but by literally just being able to talk and say, oh yeah, maybe you should get control of her. Maybe she doesn't deserve to go ahead and be a double hunter. Because we all know what happens if they're not there. They get killed, right? It's slightly using intimidation, using some sort of threat, which actually goes ahead and enables the economic abuse in there, which, guess what? It affects some sort of emotions, their emotions. They're minimizing the night and blaming the other person. No, that is not, this is, it makes people feel guilty. This is quite literally someone, and by the way, physical violence, sexual, it can even be psychological forms of control, and this is a whole wheel of power and control for those that are taking BIP classes, any sort of domestic violence classes. They'll often see wheels like this thrown out there in order for them to understand what it means, right? What is power and control in this thing? And I think that right now, I just all clicked together in my head, right? Yeah, she's supposed to let her subordinates know what's to be done and what's not to be done. But here's the thing is, there's a difference between, let's say, Coughme, you come to work for the Psycult Mafia, right? And I'm like, hey, yeah, just do your work and go home, and you'll never have to go ahead and fear for your life or anything like that. Versus, hey, if you quit, you die. you did a shitty job. So you want me to go ahead and fire you right here and right now? You know what's going to happen, and like building off of that, because all of a sudden, guess what? Any action you do, you're going to be scared. Any action you do, you're going to be terrified of going and continuing. Because it's like, what if I told you, hey, Wukong, you're going to have to go ahead and make sure that Masha Tank and Bonfire are in line. And if they're not in line, guess what? They're going to get fired, and it's all your fault, and you get to witness this, because for me, this is like an area, and I feel for some reason like it's like this is what, like an experimental unit or some shit like that. I'll just fix it myself. So if this is sort of an experimental unit, what I would go ahead and say is, you guys are just test dummies. You guys aren't worth anything. I can replace you guys at any time. Feel free. Okay, you can't control you. Bam. Show it up. But someone using something like this, guys, and this is why I emphasize it, because it doesn't, like, domestic violence and any form of taking power and control doesn't have to be overt. It doesn't have to be me yelling at a screen, or me yelling at a person, or you yelling at someone, or you punching a pack. It can be very quiet. And oftentimes it is. Oftentimes, survivors of domestic violence, you hear the stories of those that are able to break out of that cycle, that are able to speak out. But most, it's a loud silence that can be heard. And I think as therapists, not only myself, and I'm pretty sure Brady can speak of it, when you get to hear some of these stories and you get to hear the differences as to how people take different forms of power and control, it's kind of shocking. I'm going to go farm like you. No. I know, Kong. I'm just using you as an example. I'm just using you to illustrate an example, bro. Not that I'm like picking a fight against you in that, But the overall thing that I'm getting off of that is like, it's a lot, dude. It can be quite a lot. And seeing this at play, it's shocking. And it's rough. It's rough to hear all of this. So that's why I bring that up. A lot of experience with DV cases. And let's bring up our friend Maslow again, especially since we have an opportunity to go ahead. It takes a lot of time to work on. Yeah, it's not easy, dude. Like, a lot of people think, they go into therapy and they think, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and solve this instantly. Oh, this will be easy deasy, super duper, whatever. No, dude, like, therapy takes a lot of work from the individual. And you can't force someone to go into therapy. They have to go and pick it. Otherwise, therapy's not going to work for them. Okay, where is our boy at now? With our good old friend Maslow here. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. Exactly, Raccoon. With our good friend Maslow here. Where's our friend now? Maslow missed something. Have they? You want me to be honest with you? If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, everything's threatened. Everything is threatened. Because even though right now he might have food, water, warmth, threat, security, and safety, is it really safe and secure? Is that something that he controls, or is that something that someone else controls for him? Yeah, and Maslow forgot to put anime waifus up top. I think he's somewhere in the two of them. Because right now, I wouldn't say he's secure at all. I think that someone else has control of this for him. And I think this is fucking terrifying. It's conditional to his performance. And because otherwise they'd just get rid of him. And then this doesn't really fucking matter. Well, not necessarily, Masha Tank. Because if you have a steady job, guess what? A steady job that you don't really have to worry about, because you're already going through the flows of it. It's already been automated. You don't have to worry that you're going to die, so on and so forth. You'll never have to worry about these two. I mean, from time to time, you might have to dip in, dip out, because a lot of people forget stuff like that, right? Yeah, but when you start, like, you might be able to hit some of these needs a lot quicker than someone that only has this. You can always get fired from a steady job, but it's usually a lot easier to go ahead and rebound when your base is already secure, Masha Tank, as opposed to, oh, you get fired and you die. And that's the big difference in that. Yeah, you get put down if you perform or underperform or quit. Exactly, Punyesh. Exactly. But the point that I'm making is, like, even if you have a steady job, you have the ability to hit some of these points. You don't have to meet every single requirement and every point to move up. If someone says that, that's not true. I'm just throwing that out there. You can meet some and keep moving up and down and up and down and be missing some cases, right? But in stuff like this, having your basic needs met means that you're actually able to strive up. When this is threatened, this becomes a little bit harder. It becomes a lot harder than a person that has their base needs met. That's what I'm getting at. And that's why I think it's impactful to go over it in this show. Because it's bringing up a lot of different concepts that I think a lot of shows just like, you know, that type of thing. So there's quite a lot of good shit in this show so far. And I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting so far because we're only fucking 49 seconds in, ladies and gentlemen. Only 49 seconds in. Oh no. Oh, wrong one.
言ってねえ。よくそんな嘘が言えたもんだな。嘘じゃないわい。言った。この人間が悪魔を殺せと言ったんじゃ。本当じゃ。こわ。はあ。マキマさん、この悪魔嘘つきですぜ。逮捕だ逮捕。嘘なんとか罪で逮捕だてめえ。違う。こいつがやれって言ったん。
Is her reaction normal? What do you guys think? Do you think her reaction right now, the way that she's going? Yeah, we're analyzing this as we're going through this. Also, hi CK, I appreciate you being here. It comes from fear. It's fight or flight. Hey, guess what? All of you is fucking threatened right now. Power's reactions are very normal, but no. Well, let's be honest. In a big thing, it's very like if you're being threatened, your very existence is being threatened, dude. Fight or flight kicks in. You were trying to survive over here. My survival or your survival is gonna come through, right? So of course you're gonna get shit like this. You're gonna get scenarios like this where it pops up. Because I feel a lot of people would be like, oh wow, like automatically trying to like jump in and be like, I can't believe she's doing this. You know, I can't believe this individual's going through something like this. And it's like, no, wait a minute. Like, it actually makes sense that they're like, it's fight or flight that kicks in. They're not going to go ahead and like super rationalize this long-term solution as to like how to go ahead and get through something. It's just going to be like immediate, like, he told me to do it. Fuck it. Like immediacy, right? The immediate actions that we go ahead and take, because the person's not in their like sympathetic nervous system. Like, you know, they're in their sympathetic nervous system. Right now, fight or flight has kicked in. So, totally fucking normal reaction. Nice shot, cameraman. I ain't even mad. I usually comment on shit like this, but I ain't even mad.
静かにできる？できる。偉いね、パワーちゃん。正直どっちが足を引っ張ったとかはどうでもいいかな。私は2人の活躍を見たいんだ。私に活躍見せられそう？見せる。
A boba. Booba. The man, I read that so wrong. I read that as boba. I'm so sorry, man. I was like, wait a minute. Hey, free lunch. I'm kidding. Please don't take that seriously, guys.
ジュース飲めるなんてよ、俺にとっちゃ夢みたいなことだぜ。
Raccoon! I know, now that I said it, I'm kind of like, aww.
わしが仲良くできるのは猫だけじゃ。人間は嫌いじゃん。人間がわしに何かしたからではない。悪魔の本能みたいなもんで嫌いなんじゃ。そして悪魔も嫌いじゃ。悪魔がわしの飼ってたニャーコを連れ去ったからな。ニャーコを取り戻す前にわしはマキマに捕まってしまった。もう殺されてるかもしれんが諦めきれん。わしは悪魔からニャーコを取り戻せるなら人間の味方でも何でもしてやる。猫ごときにとうぬには分からぬ感情じゃろうがな。
So isn't it interesting how I guess when it comes to them, they've had genuine connections with a cat, with his dog demon thing, right? Like they've had the ability to form these genuine connections, but with I guess with the Makima, is that the person, the red haired chick that's like a Dami mommy? Like with her specifically, we haven't really like there's been no dive in that specifically, right? It's just been more like a this is what we're doing, this is what's happening. We haven't really like dove in as deep. So I'm just kind of curious as to where we're gonna go with this in general. And I don't mean to just throw this out there, but it's like we're clearly seeing that these two individuals like had their own purposes, they've had their own connections, their own goals. But for Makima, we haven't really heard anything major pop up, right? We haven't heard any major like development or why they're there or what's like empowered them to be there or so on and so forth. It's just this is what they're doing. So it kind of makes me wonder, like, are they genuinely a good person? Like, are we working for, say, a good organization in that matter? Or is this just gonna be really, really fucked up where we find out that this is just a giant fucking experimentation type shit? I'm curious. I'm just, yeah.
だらねえな。俺は胸揉めるっつうことなら何でもできるけどよ。
やはり人間とは分かり合えぬの。
ああ。でも犬だったらまだわかるかもな。
ニャーコを悪魔から取り戻してくれたら胸を揉ませてやると言ったらどうする？
Bruh.
悪魔がよ。猫をよ。さらうなんてよ。んなことは許せねえよな。
Aww.
デビルハンターとして許せねえ。
Aww.
そんな悪が俺がぶっ殺してやるぜ。
Hold on. Bro, oh, I like how like he instantly feels it, dude. He feels it. But that's sort of what we've seen, dude, is like my dude is genuinely empathetic, right? Like he can empathize with others and like as long as it's in a way where he can connect with it, he'll empathize with you. This is fucking great, dude. This is one of those. He did it for the booba, but no, it's all for booba. Bonfire, but no, I mean like specifically when it comes to like, you know, even like being able to go and like branch out and do something. Yeah, he mentioned bobbers and he activates like a sleeper agent, but still, like if I'm saying, hey, you know what, I'm having a really shitty day, you know, it's or because it reminds them of yeah. But even like my thing is a lot of people out here in the real world, right, will always use another goal as an excuse to try and go ahead and connect without necessarily saying, hey, I want to connect with you on this. A lot of people are afraid of being vulnerable because vulnerability is key in a lot of this. You can hold, I was about to say, and you can hold both thoughts at once, you know. Albedo for Ainz. Alpha. It's beta, isn't it? For Shadow Sama? Anyway. I think beta is, never mind. I'm just gonna I'm here. This is a gift that I'm gonna go ahead and ask Raccoon to go ahead and do later on, which is a dancing. Instead of a cat jam, it'll be a Psy jam. So we'll have that up and working later on. Just giving you guys a heads up as to where my thoughts are at. Let's go, the man. Raccoon jam, right? Oh, hell yeah.
パワーの外出を許可します。17時までには戻ってくるように。
一人じゃ外出もできねえのか？
おお、ずっとここの中で退屈しとった。ニャークをさらった悪魔の場所は分かっとるんじゃ。問題はウヌしか戦えんことじゃ。
Yeah.
わしの姿を見られたらニャークを盾にされちゃうからね。そうなったら罪じゃ。
俺もポチタっつう悪魔飼っててさ、もう撫でることはできねえんだけど。
Bro, that's not cool. I mean, he kind of is you, but still, like, pretend you're a cosplayer so no one knows you're. Aw.
いいんだ。俺のここで生きてるからな。
人間は愚かじゃな。
But is he a human, dude? You're
そり
just.
ゃポチタが死んだってことじゃろ。死んだ命は無じゃ。心の中にいるだのなんだのは浅ましい慰めじゃ。
Well, my thing is, does the concept of death, specifically dying, and then like coming back, change who you are as an individual? Like, and I mean that entirely. Like, you felt like, say, dying, being cut up, so on and so forth. Is the consciousness that you are at this point in time, though, the consciousness that was you when you left, when someone didn't fuse with you? Like that's sort of what I'm wondering. Yeah, which one is the original? And no, it's not even which one is the original, but like, you know, are you still the same? Or are you influenced by what's inside of you? And is that consciousness merging with yours, and you're no longer the original? In that case, yeah. So I'm just like deeply processing this. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, are we like how does this come about, you know? Specifically for you yourself. Would you say that you would be yourself when that merging was contractual? Yeah. Yeah. If you begin with the ship and replace every is it still the same ship? Yeah, which one's a ship, right? So that's overall the concept that I'm trying to get at here, which is like, it's clearly two different, you know, goals, two different individuals, so on and so forth. Show me your dreams, but even through that, you know, that influence over even the subconscious at that point, right? If we were to merge two different people's psyches together, you'd get a completely different individual. Even if the underlying, like, it wouldn't be one person, one or the other, because the underlying basis sort of as to like the needs, wants, and desires would probably be like merged in some way, shape, or form. So what would happen if Denji didn't show his dreams? That's another good question. Merge evil Brady and evil Ed. To the character in similar situation, the body is controlled by different personalities depending on the situation. Huh. Bredger. Bredger just starts taking over, but at what point? Is it only when danger's present? And why is it only when danger's present? You know? Or like, I don't know. There's a lot to go ahead and take in that. And like for personal processing, if you did that, would you consider yourself you? Would you consider yourself the original? Or would you say that you are a new version of you? Granted, there are new versions of everyone happening at every single instance in time. You know, like, hey, there's a new facet in your life, you're changing, so on and so forth. But when it comes to literally merging with someone, I think that's sort of, or something. I think that's the key that like we're all trying to go ahead and like wrap our heads around, I guess. Would you be two people sharing a body or new transmuted? Yeah, yeah, Siko. Okay, that's exactly what I'm asking. And the mistakes it for danger and activate Raccoon. That's actually hilarious. Hold on, Raccoon. Hold on. I gotta give you a badge here. I gotta give you the special badge here. I'll do that. I'll do that in the break. Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to get at. Because even physically, you might still be the same, but psychologically, would you still be the same? You know, would your neurons and connectomes be the same? Or would they be hardwired for certain differences, even through that? But you see, Masters, hold on. He needs to pull the chain to activate. But does he pull the chain out of instinct of him wanting to pull the chain, or does he pull the chain because there is a subconscious command to pull that chain for him, right? I.e., one of the instincts is, if if you were just you, right, and you had this thing in you, right, before you merge with anyone, you'd more than likely be playing with it. When you merge with someone, it's like, wait a minute, is it now a habit? Do I do this just because there's another thing merged with me and I know that that's like my safety mechanism, my go-to? So again, I bring up, is a person's psyche completely changed off of this? I don't mean to just be going over the same point and stuff like this. It's huge to think about because there's multiple implications as to, like, one, emotions, guilt, feelings of like, am I reaching the levels of like success that I need to reach? Am I accomplishing my dream? Are my goals being met? Do I reach for unrealistic goals or stupid goals that I can go ahead and cover as my actual goals? How long do I tend to strive for something? What does it mean for me to try and succeed in life? What does it mean for me to go ahead and try and establish a relationship knowing that like it might not last that long, or if it does last long, being able to explain sort of what happens? What does it mean to try and fit into a society that there's clearly a stigma against you, right? What does it mean for the society to go ahead and enable or have a special unit like you in it, right? Will you be allowed to go ahead and live a normal life even with everything that's sort of changing inside of you? Do you recognize that you are abnormal or normal inside of that society? And the questions can go on and on and on. Like, this is a lot deeper than it just like looks almost immediately, just by taking the concept of this character, you know?
絶対仲良くなれねえなこいつ。
Hold on. I mean, what does it mean to show me your goals? Like, show what goals I want to pursue? But like, these are questions that, for example, a lot of people have some sort of goal, whether it's to get through the day, whether it's to take a nice, big, long, whatever, right? So on and so forth. There's a lot of interesting concepts in this, right? Maybe he's just processing information with the heart of the devil, but his mind is still his. But you see, even then, processing information does take up your mind, bro. Because processing information is still reaching your connectomes and all of that, right? Like, it's your vagus nerve that carries all of that, all of the wiring up to your brain. So psychologically, that would still change aspects of you. So that's, yeah. Psychosomatic effects, yeah, and more, honestly. But that's why I'm like, this is really, really interesting. Like, this is really, really interesting. And just take it in, like, process this. Manhwa, is that like the Korean anime or Korean mangas or something? Super funny. Hopefully, I'll give an incentive to adapt that one. Oh shit. Okay. Oh.
米国の件でソ連はタカ派の声が大きくなっている。悪魔を軍事利用しているという噂も聞く。願わくば日本の敵は悪魔だけでありたいものだがな。マキマ君、君にあげた部隊の犬は育っとるかね。
期待に応えられそうなのが1匹、面白いのが1匹。
面白い。
最近拾った子犬です。
君の仕事は犬を育て、使うことだ。くれぐれも情は入れてくれるなよ。
レンジは不快なだけで面白くないですよ。
Okay,
ど
bro.
うしてそんなに期待をするんですか？
Do you think his car's manual or automatic? I was like, where were you on park, bro?
その名前が恐れられているものほど悪魔自身の力も増すという。コーヒーは怖いイメージは全くないから、コーヒーの悪魔がいたら弱いだろうね。でも車の悪魔がいたらどうだろう。タイヤに引かれて死ぬイメージがあるから強いかも。デンジ君はチェンソーの悪魔になれる。
Yeah.
面白いと思うけどな。
At least it wasn't a gun devil. Then he'd be really fucking terrifying, right? If we're gonna rank up, I guess that's an American devil, right? The shotgun devil. Oh, the AR-15 devil, only found in schools. Sorry, I don't mean to get dark. Oh, fuck. That just came out of nowhere. I'm sorry, guys. It's a tequila tongue. Oh, the STD devil. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Hold on. I need more drink here, ladies and gentlemen. We're only in American schools. Shake my head. Bruh. American hospital. Oh, that's a scare. The student debt devil, dude. The student debt devil. Oh boy. Come through. Yeah, even if you die, I still go for your family. Oof. Oof. Yeah, there's so many out there, man. This is terrifying. This is terrifying. Oh, this is great.
面白いだけで使えないやつですよ。
Obesity devil. Oh shit.
公安は目標や信念がある者だけしかいない。でもあいつはダラダラと生きたいだけだと言っていました。公安にはふさわしくないです。それに悪魔と仲良くなれると思ってる。まだガキなんですよ。
Aww.
そこの家じゃ。あそこにニャーコと悪魔がいる。
Here in my house, there's a devil in my house. Bruh. One thing I can appreciate about this show, and I mean to stop it here, not so much for the psychological analysis. Actually, yeah, we'll get into this right now, but the scenery in this, like the way that like this is very like picturesque. This is very painting like, and I love it. Like this. Hey, yo, Masha Tank, how'd you know my name? Hey, hold on. Masha Tank calling out my name here. Hold on, where'd you hear this? I'm kidding. But, yeah, it's gorgeous. This is a gorgeous show, like, visually. Guys, how do we know that these, like, in characters are more than likely actually going to start growing closer and closer together? And I don't mean romantically. I just mean closer and closer together due to the fact that, like, you know, they're shown together a lot, type of thing. Anyone care to take a guess? Ah, bing, bing, bing. Propinquity. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Propingozol. Propinquity. Wow. Y'all have learned something. Pringles. Trying to find something like this. Hold on. It's actually a whole book on it. It's called the Propinquity effect. I know. I'm trying to get a whole thing. Here we go. We can do this. In case you guys are wondering. And yes, I know, but some people don't. So, for example, this, guys, the propinquity, right? It's a tendency for people to form friendships, romantic relationships with those that we encounter often, those that we hang out with, even on Discord, social media apps. That's the whole fucking purpose of it. Enough studies have been done to literally form as propinquity and propinquity accessories, right? Relationships tend to form between those that have high propinquity, and the more often that you hang out with someone, the more that you interact with someone, the more that you're able to go ahead and form bonds. And these bonds, these knots, these connections that we have with one another are what starts shaping a lot of our storytelling, or what starts shaping our narrative, what we see right or wrong, what our goals are, how we're going to go ahead and get there, the family system approach, the power dynamics in general start being formed by the different connections that we start bonding with, right? I love my waifu because I interact with her a lot. That explains a lot. But the purpose that I'm getting at here is, like, even if you hate someone, you genuinely dislike someone, if all of a sudden, right, and like let's say that they were at school, they're in your class, they disappear, there's a gap. That is a big gap, and that's a gap that, like, you at first you might be, oh, that's relieved, and then you're like, something's missing. That daily interaction that I had, even with this annoying son of a bitch, or this annoying person that was always there right next to me, yelling at me, telling me to do something, is no longer there. What do I do? And there's a lot to go ahead and take in, a lot to go ahead and process, and all of that. Also, I keep expecting beard, but I don't have beard, so I look like a little kid. Anyway. Oh, wrong one. I feel like a majority of you guys just filled in the beard for me.
貧血なるからチェーンソーにはなりたくねえな。
おチェーンソ
ああ、俺チェーンソーなれんの。
ー人間の冗談は笑えんな。
Oh, she doesn't know.
あ？
おどうした？
てめえが姿見せたら猫を人質にされんだろ？こんな近くまでついてきちゃダメでしょ。
おお。
Hey, thanks so much for the hydrate. Appreciate it, Raccoon.
設定？
言い間違い。じゃ。
Ooh.
バカじゃが勘は良かったな。
Ooh. Yeah, that's something straight out of a fucking horror movie. Yeah, that's straight out of a horror movie. What the fuck? But no, it's for the same fucking shit, bro.
文句を言うな。わしもやっと外に出られたんじゃ。
Green peas, no bonking. Hey, yo, what the fuck is that? Hey, yo. Is that El Chupacabra? Hey, yo, Brady. Hey, yo. What the fuck is this? Hey.
久しぶりの食事。若い男か、精力の出る血を飲めそうだな。この腕の傷を見ろに。
Oh, I get it. It's Batman.
貴様らにつけられた傷。この私を隠れざるを得なくさせた忌々しい傷だ。知るか、バカ。
Man bat.
人間に傷 刻まれた傷、人間の血で癒させてもらう。まずい。
Here we go.
復活してしまったではないか。
Oh shit, guys.
口の中が気持ち悪い。他の人間で口直しをしなければ。
Come on, say it. It's chainsaw time.
お前は悪魔と仲良しにでもなりたいのか？
よくわしの話を信用できたもんじゃのう。やはり人間は愚かじゃ。
But I think also, I think this is something kind of interesting or kind of huge. Wow, you know. Also, yeah, who is that cutie? Hey, yo, Brady, you're on the same train with me. Hey, yo. But one thing I want to go and throw out there is like everyone's trying to throw this labels at him. Everyone's trying to throw a label at him without asking him what he identifies as, what he sees himself as. Nick, yo, what's up? Hey, guys, drop in all your Doritos for Nick for rating us right now with your 7 wonderful individuals. I hope that you're having fantastic. Give Nick a shout out. They're absolutely fucking great. Nick, I hope you're having a fantastic time. We're watching Chainsaw Man and analyzing it. Mindfully Cat, what's up? Appreciate you coming in with Nick and everyone else. Hi, in case you guys don't know, I'm a psychologist. I tend to analyze anime, video games, and so on and so forth as we go through it. But yes, we're on the topic of roles, like societal roles versus like self roles. What role do you give yourself? How do you identify as? What are the roles that you go through? Because clearly in this show, everyone's trying to go ahead and label him as one certain thing, but does he see himself as that? Or is he being forced to accept that role? And that's sort of where we start getting a lot of internal struggle. A lot of internal motivation starts coming at us, like the differences as to what he wants to do. Is it his dreams that he's going for? Is it to try and establish himself? What are the different roles present, and where does he want to go from there? Like, you know, I got my first hype train today, and I was very shocked. Oh, but congratulations on getting your first hype train. By the way, Nick, didn't you have like a 12-hour stream or something? Stream's going pretty great so far. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's very entertaining people, very deep conversation so far. I think we hit Theseus' ship at some point. So yeah. Anyway, what about you? How was your stream? How was your 12-hour stream?
タバコの匂い、化粧と薬の匂い。
それマジ？やば。
悪くない匂いだな。
Oof, on the 31st. On the 31st. I thought it was today.
コウモリの悪魔。約束通り人間を連れてきたんじゃ。ニャーコを返してもらう。
ああ、そういう話だったか。
ニャーコ。
私にまずい血を持ってきた罰がまだだったな。
No, today was a short stream. Bruh.
ニャーコ。
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say this is, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep some of my internal dialogue to myself, but I will say this, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the yeah. Appreciate it, Nick. I will say this. Cursed thought. I know. The man. No, I will keep those cursed thoughts to myself. Honestly, when it comes to situations like this, it's like, so you were only telling half truths, you know, leading someone there, purposely, bat 1, cat 0. Fuck. No, we're good. I'm not gonna spill it. Not this time. Maybe next time I will, but this one's, yeah. Hey, yo, wait, hold on. Close your eyes, chat. Well, close your eyes, chat. Hold on, wait a minute. Hey, hey, oh, oh,
鎧なりじゃの。
oh no. Hey, yo, close your eyes,
もう
chat.
少し太らせてから食ってやるか。
Attachments, dude. Honestly, we form such strong attachments to our animals, guys, to people that we care about. That, like, it's insane. Like, they literally become part of our families. Like, my dog, like, you know, Loki specifically. Hey, guys, guess what? Like, for me, like, you know, and the other doggos too. The other doggos are absolutely great. But Loki is sort of like the dog that, like, you know, I sort of picked. You know, the others are like my parents and, you know, my brother's dog whenever he brings him over or whatnot. But Loki for me is like, yo, that's my doggo, bro. He's my protector. He's a giant ass husky that will protect me, but at the same time, I'd do anything for him. Like, he's absolutely great. It's easy to love an animal because they expect nothing out of you in return except just the basic necessities, yeah? Essentially, bonfire, some food and pets. But at the same time, it's that, like, you know, I don't know how else to put it. Like, they can be some great emotional and sometimes even venting or like listening soundboards, I guess. Hey, yo. Okay, good.
早く大きくなれ。
Cats are greedy, though.
ニャーコを殺すのが楽しみじゃな。
You know what? Fair cat. I wish I could be you, too.
目があったやつは全て殺してたからな。
Aww.
悲鳴じゃない声を聞くのは不思議な感じじゃな。不思議な。
血の悪魔よ。血が足りない。猫を殺されたくなければ人間を連れてこい。
You're a blood devil. My dude's bleeding out. He's on the verge of death. It's also a great shot to just pause on. But aside from that... Oh no. Wait, what the fuck? Did we reach a goal or something? I heard the ta-ta-ta-ta. Oh no.
Pochita をもう撫でれんと言っとったな。うぬの気持ちが分かったぞ。
Bro, no.
ひどい気分じゃな。
Oh fuck. Not her too. Hey, yo, hey. Bro, what that throat do?
にゃ。
Bro, what that throat? You just swallowed them whole. Hey, thanks so much for the Brady. What the fuck, dude?
まずい、まずいちばかりだ。
But at the same time, like, dude, if you ever needed a time to do something, like a call for action, right there.
口の中が気持ち悪いぞ。子供の血でうがいをしなければ。うがいをした後は前菜に生娘だな。メインは肉好きのいい男。デザートは妊婦がいい。
俺の胸返せ。
Okay, at least okay. Give me my boobs back. My bobs. My bobs. Ah, thanks for the happy almost 1K. I think we were there. We're close. I'm not even sure where we're at, man. Thanks, Blue Eyes White Boomer. Appreciate it. It's chainsaw time. Let's go.
いなくなった時があった。朝起きたらポチタはいなくて、街中を探しても見つからない。
Do you ever think he stalls? Like, like, you know.
家に帰ると、ポチタは泣きながら俺を待っていた。
Oh, boy, thanks so much for subbing. Oh, I really appreciate it, man. Oh, thanks so much. Guys, drop some Doritos for Voib here.
あいつはニャーコを悪魔に奪われて
Yeah, dude.
どんな気持ちで眠ってたんだろう
Oh. Halloween, thanks so much for following. I really appreciate it. Hey, you're absolutely amazing. Thanks so much for following, Halloween. Now we did it officially. Let's go. Hey, yo. Did we hit it? Did we hit it? Holy crap. Hold on. Did we hit it? All right, guys. Hey, let's throw a bunch of fucking Doritos in the chat, guys. We fucking hit it. We hit 1K fucking followers, guys. Throw up all the Doritos, fucking everything, guys. Congratulations, community. This is all for you guys. You guys are the ones that enabled this to happen. This is fucking wonderful, dude. Holy fuck. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Did not expect to hit 1K today, but we did it. Oof. Appreciate all of you guys, followers, lurkers, everyone in between. It really means a lot. Being able to go ahead and hit 1,000 followers. What the fuck, dude? Thanks so much, Spiffy. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. That's all I can say. I'm like, while watching Chainsaw Man. So Chainsaw Man, hey, yeah, congrats, dude. This episode was the one that got it. Thanks so much for all of you guys' support and everything throughout the year, throughout the time. Halloween, thanks so much for the Dorito as well, for following, man. It's been an amazing journey so far, and honestly, cheers to many more as we keep watching some amazing shows and playing some amazing games. So let's keep at it.
人を逃がした悪魔のくせに何がしたいんだ
The cycle grows.
てめん腹裂いて胸もむんだよ
Oh shit. Ooh. Oh. This is wild, bro. Hold on. Wait a minute. Nick, thanks so much for the Doritos. Appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate it, Nick. His head is a chainsaw, Brady. Yes, you're seeing this right. This is the kind of schlock I can get into. It's great, dude. Hey, yo. Hold on. Hey, yo, what that mouth, though? Also, dealing with all of this instantly. Guys, even the best martial arts fighters. You guys know I train martial arts fighters all the fucking time. Like, being in a fight, dude, your stamina drains quick, dude. A minute feels like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of literally running at high speed. Like, it goes by fucking quick. So being in a sustained fight for a good period of time, I'm not gonna lie to you, going a minute, if you can survive a minute of like full fast on like sparring or fighting, no, that mouth, dude, I know Halloween, hey, yo, like, staying up to a minute of literally fighting, it'll drain you out. You'll feel your, like, literally your hands will, like, if your guard will start dropping, your kicks are going to get much weaker, whatnot. If you can go like at least a solid 2 to 3 rounds, most fights end in like less than 2 minutes, being realistic with you. Most fights end pretty fucking quickly, right? So being able to train your body up all the way, it's important. In case you guys are wondering, like, dude, what are you talking about? Yeah, dude, I train some upcoming LFC and UFC fighters, mostly coming out of a gym from where I'm located from, because I've had martial arts training for a good period of time. And even some of these fighters, right, like, I may not look like it because there's different forms of cardio, there's different forms of conditioning, breathing specifically, being able to either breathe from your diaphragm, do the dragon breath breathing from the Gracies, or 101 other techniques, right? If you're able to go ahead and sustain your breathing and like literally like relax and move when you need to move in order to like not waste as much energy, you can go a long time. Like on Wednesday, I think I went like 35 minutes, 40 minutes of like continuous, like nonstop training some of these people, you know, and it's a lot for people. But for most average people, a minute and 2 minutes and they're out of energy, they're out of juice. And I was out of juice by the end of it. But the key thing then in that I'm pointing out is like, a fight like this, don't matter how strong you are and don't matter how big your cardio is, it'll drain the shit out of you. And I always say, hey guys, if you ever can, learn some self-defense out there. Learn something that you're at least able to go and defend yourself. Any martial art is fine. Jiu-jitsu, judo, karate, Muay Thai, whatever the heck is out there, Krav Maga, whatever you want to learn. At least learn something to be able to defend yourself from any situation. And same, go seek out mental help if you actually need it from a licensed professional. I will always throw that out there, guys. Mental health is super duper important, and so is taking care of your body. So stay on top of that, guys, whatever you guys can. And let's continue. Fuck. Fuck, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Just stick a devil into your chest cavity.
散々な目ばっかあってよ。
Oh fuck, his shirt's ripped off. Looks like some Dragon Ball Z shit.
してねえのにまだ人混みもしてねえんだよ。
The bat, what the fuck am I dealing with? What the fuck is this? Bear. Good. Let the full horny flow through you. Man, is that down bad? Hey, it is what it is, right? Sometimes you need a good goal or motivation. What up, Starman? Raccoon. Oh. I'll listen to the Ed. I know, thanks. I know I'm pretty good, man. I appreciate it, Masters. Thank you, I appreciate it. But one thing, hold on, before one thing I want, I have my own personal way to defend myself. If you go away and someone just talk to them, the power of boobies. But one thing I did want to go ahead and say is, man, this show is fucking like it has a good way of pulling you in and keeping you on edge. Like, this is one of those few shows where I'm like, fuck, dude, I just love the schlock. I love the way that the characters are, like, you know, even the small actions are like brought up in a big light like that. And it's having multiple concepts again, like the duality of an individual. What does it mean for you to like be like mended together with another being? What does it mean for you to like go ahead and do so many things? Like, so many questions being asked, and I feel like in a therapeutic setting, these are questions that would be addressed. These are questions that would be asked and dove in deeper, Because I know, like, if I had a client that said something like this and was able to show it off, those are some of the conversations that we'd be having. You know, of course, he'd be able to lead the session, but it's still like, for example, why are his goals only to touch boobas? Right? What does it mean for him to go after boobas instead of something else, right? Is it just because it's easy to go ahead and like go for? Is it something that like he's always wanted? Who, what, where, why, and how, right? You start to ask a lot of these open-ended questions and start using your motivational interviewing techniques or therapeutic interventions to try and get to the bottom of it. But anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and listen to the ending of this. Let's get some cat jams, guys. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, I'll get to that, Sagusu, in a bit. Editors better keep this in after we reach the end of this. I love that fucking, just the riff up, dude. So, yeah, and that's one thing I was going to point out. So I'll share this with you guys. In case you guys are wondering, wait, how does this tie in? Trust me, it'll tie in almost fucking perfectly. I swear to you. Had an intake a while ago, right? And I swear it's a fucking crazy ass story, but 100% true because I had to do like full on documentation and everything on it. I'm not going to say names, of course, but I'm just going to say the general precipice of stuff. Usually, whenever you go through an intake, or like, you know, an agency or whatever, person likes to state their name. Hi, my name is Edgar, and I'd like to go ahead and go through this, right? The individual started off the session by stating, hi, my name is blank, and I have multiple demons inside of me. At that point, I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, like tell me a little bit more about that, right? So we've had our whole conversation and whatnot. Oh, you're well, no. This is, trust me, this is separate. And you know, one of the big things that was being said, no, that's for them and their world and their perspective as to how what's going on, they have these multiple creatures inside of them. And as like, you know, most people would be like, whoa, what the fuck? But no, as therapists, you stay calm and you ask like, okay, tell me a little bit more about that. What's going on? You know, like, we have to be empathetic because we don't know what's going on in a person's world. You know, we don't know what they're struggling with, what they're going through. Come to find out, one of the big things is like, you know, if you do their task, you'll be able to granted great riches, so on and so forth. They do the task, they never get granted anything, but they're still trying because they need it. They need to make a lot of money, so on and so forth, or a lot of pride, or a lot of things, or whatever you want it, right? Come to find out, it's a base need, you know, especially when asking the correct questions, you can get down to that was not met or neglected early in their life. So, for example, if Brady and I were partners, and for some reason Brady just got really, really money focused and he completely ignored me, he stopped taking me out on dates, he stopped caring about me, he only focused on work and on making money. And now that I'm older, I'm thinking about like, wait a minute, like I have to follow what this, you know, this thing that I'm seeing is hearing or so on and so forth in order to go ahead and win the lottery, win $1 million, be in a Mr. Beast video and make $6 billion or whatever. Guess what? Like, you can start connecting some of these dots where it's like, wait a minute, you know, Ed, you mentioned that when you were with Brady, you felt really neglected. that he was only ever money hungry and didn't really care about you or your family, because for him money meant everything. And now that you're older, you know, the only thing that you go for is this idea of making money to try and like have things at peace, or try and fulfill that need, or that whatever that link between you know, what was not met and what is currently being met, and so on and so forth. So when you to bring up the concept of base needs, right, of base needs not being met, that is huge. That is absolutely huge, dude. Sagusu, you kind of, it's an evolutionary biological needs, that when those needs are not being met, when those needs are, you know, like you know, either in like they form some sort of trauma or something like that, your priority often goes to them, often goes to base needs for goals. I'll be straight up with you. When I was in Amsterdam, or when I was living over in the Netherlands for a good little bit, hey, by the end of my time there, like, I was running low on cash, I was running low on shit. And I'll be honest with you guys, there was some days where I didn't have enough to eat, like straight up. Like I was struggling, dude, especially by the end there, because there was a lot of like decisions being forced on me as to what I had to do, how I had to do certain things, how I had to handle money and be able to go ahead and like discrete certain things like that. Where like some days I'd be like, fuck, dude, I'm like genuinely hungry, but I can't do anything, right? Or I'd just be eating ramen noodles, or trying to like survive off of like half a cup of ramen noodles and doing certain shit like that, because like time was coming up. There was a lot of decisions that were being met. And now, and this is my own little thing, you know, for example, whenever I do youth group or whatever, granted, yeah, it has any zero frame of reference and all of that. Now that I do like youth groups and I do like adults and all of that sort of things, if I hear that someone's hungry, I'll make sure that like there is food. Oh, hold on. ISP is dropping. I'll make sure that there is food, that there is something out there for these individuals, because I do not want people to go ahead and go through a period where they're genuinely hungry, a period where there might be a lot of suffering, and making sure that they at least have a safe space. And it's rough, dude. It's a rough thing to go ahead and analyze. And of course now we're eating good. Like no shame or reference of saying anything on anime and Dami Mommies. But that's the reason why I bring it up, because like even in the back of my head, that's one thing that always pops up is there enough food for people? Are people eating well? Are people okay? You know, because of the experience that I went through. So, you know, once you get to that point, it may not even necessarily be like the end term goal, but even like just like a quick goal that you can automatically assume is like people will try and jump to some of the traumas and some of the stuff that may have happened in their life to try and fill those voids as just ways to go ahead and like start making levels up their hierarchy of needs, up the stuff that they need to go ahead and do. Anyway, Chainsaw Man brings a lot of great discussions, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. I am fucking loving this series. I hope you guys are enjoying it too on YouTube. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Any predictions? Honestly, I just think that we're about to... There's definitely going to be some connections growing. He'll more than likely get a booba touch in some way, shape, or form. This will enable some sort of propinquity or even a strong attachment, because I kind of see him as anxiously attached. And once the anxious attachment sets in, it's like, ooh, you better not mess with it. I also sort of starting to see the groundwork for disillusionment. I mean, like, probably in the future, and if I was a writer, this is something that I'd start weaving in, which is like slow, like... And now I love it. Oh, great. I'm glad, Masha. Think. If not for like, how do I put it? Like, people coming together, starting to like see what's happening. I probably see a disillusionment towards this organization, and probably like a gathering of a fight against like what is truly going on and who the true villain is. That's sort of where I see this series going, and I hope it goes in that direction. I kind of want to get into more psychological and like hard drama more than action, and I can't wait till it goes in that direction. With that being said, though, practice some self-care. Stay tuned. Make sure you guys come follow us on Twitch. We're doing a lot of fun stuff over here, and this is where you guys get to decide, pretty much, aside from some YouTube times.